Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 231 of the Level Up program and day number 71 of the Brown Belt. We're going to be switching our shooting today to, and this entire week actually, to stick right one. And if you're new to the program, this is all about my dice shooting journey and learning how to shoot the dice at the craps table. If you're playing along with Crapsee, the code today is N2F6W8. Or you can just press that play button on the Crapsee app and I'll bring you right to this live video. We're going to continue on with that $1 million challenge. Right here is the rules that we have set up for the $1 million challenge. I am on level 2 today. My goal is to get to $951. So this is our second time, I believe, at the level 2 here going forward. So our goal is to win $90 and to get up to, like I said, $951. So make sure you take a screenshot of that so that way everybody has a copy of it and they can use it going forward if they do want to participate in that $1 million challenge. The other thing I want to really quick mention is in the Craps for a Cure video on the second day, so it would be yesterday, I was commenting with somebody on the chat about, it was during the Garrison thing, and where I asked a question of Garrison that all of his dice sets are assuming that the dice stay on axis and they stay spinning at the same revolutions. And my question was, what happens if they don't? What happens if those parameters are not met? I personally was not really happy with the answer that I received, but somebody in the chat jumped in and talked about George from CY and what he does. And my comment was that I do what George, I do practice what George preaches. And this right here is an example of something I've covered in the past, which is how George, and this is a simplified version, by the way, but George uses a matrix to decide what his dice rolls are going to be. And this is kind of what I have used in the past, and I will be coming back to it again sometime in the future. But we're going to continue on with the way that we have been doing things. As of the past few weeks here. In the chat, we got Uncle Hoku coming in number 1. We have Kevin from Crooked River Craps. By the way, guys, if you've not checked out Kevin's channel, make sure that you do check him out. He is going live quite often, and I would like to help him get his subscriber base up and his views up because he has got some very quality content, and he does a really good job in presenting it. Then we got Rick S., we got Brian from Green Bay, we got Coach Joe. So welcome everybody that's in the chat. We have 8 people watching currently, 9 people now currently watching with 2 likes. But let's get the show started here, guys. I'm going to start off with a $10 pass line bet because I am the shooter. So make sure you get your bets in Crapsee. We have 5 people playing along with, I'm sorry, 6 people playing along with Crapsee right now. And as soon as you get your bets saying I am ready, I will press that button. Again, I'm going to give you a few warnings today, and then I'm going to just start speeding up the process a little bit here. But anyhow, let's go all bets set and dice out. So our goal is to win $90 today and to get up to a bankroll of $951. Remember, we started off with $300 about a week and a half ago. So dice out. And we're going to have Magic Aces for our first come out. So that is a pass line loser. If you're playing that ATS, that will help you. If you're playing a craps check, that will also help pay you out there. So 1-1-2 for Crapsee, and then we're going to be setting our bets up again. I'm going to stick again with that $10 pass line bet. We're also sticking with this hardway set. That was a drift of the dice, by the way, that 1-1, meaning that they both went to the left. So they both drifted to the left side. So again, 5454, $10 pass line bet. If you guys need rebuys, let me know. I will approve them as I see them. Good morning, Roger. I think Roger won a prize last night on one of the raffle items. So, guys, make sure you check out the Crafts for the Cure event that went on this past weekend. We are back to normal this week. At least I am. I know that John will not be doing a show, I think, until Wednesday, I think is his next show. And everybody else that was in attendance will probably be filtering back in through the week. So this will be kind of an off week again for everybody. But hopefully by the end of the week, everybody will be on schedule. We'll be having all of our normal crafts content going forward again. All bets set here and dice out. So looking for a point on shooter number 1. And we have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer, 1-5 actually. So we have a point of 6 going forward here. Now, what I was going to do for this second level of the challenge is I am waiting until my point is established, and then I'm going to either bet the upriver or the downriver side of the table. So since the 6 is established as a point, we'll go $10 in pass line odds. We're going to go $15 on that 5, so we're going to do the downriver side of things, and we'll go $15 on that 4. And hopefully what happens is I will hit one more of these. I'll do a pressure of 1 unit across. So we'll add like, it'll come out to be $10, $16 pressure. And then we'll take another hit and we'll come back down and we'll start over that 64 across. So we should be almost out of the shooter at that time then. So Roger won the John bobblehead. All right. Good morning, Frida. So anyhow, let's go. All bets set here and dice out. And we have a 4-5-9. That's the Big Mac hard 9. So unfortunately, we took the downriver side of the numbers. We do not get paid out on that one, but that's all right. We will succeed here. And good morning, Joseph Ramus. Hello, hello. Welcome to a Level Up program on a Monday morning. And I got some apologies to do to Jen. I made a comment towards the end of the thing, which was kind of comical, but hopefully it did not offend her at all. But I don't know if you guys caught the comment right towards the end of the thing. But anyhow, we got same bets here, all bets set, and dice out. And we have a 2-6-8. So we got a point set on the downriver side. Our next two box numbers will be on the upriver side, upside. So we'll see if we keep on throwing upriver. If not, if we do, we'll have to start betting the upstream side. But we have a 6-8. That's a Duracell 8. Go and support free live craps. So 5-4 is our die set. Again, we're going to stick with the same bets here. And this is part of the problem of having a low bankroll, is you can only be very selective on what your bets are going to be. And it's kind of a hit or miss or a guessing thing. So hopefully we hit this and I'll bet set. Dice out. And we have a 6-4-10. We're going to switch our bets over to the upriver side there. That's Waylon's best friend, Waynette and Daddy Joe. And watch what's going to happen now, guys, is I'm going to switch to the upriver side, and we're going to start hitting the downriver side here, the downstream side. So we're going to switch that $5 or $15 5 over to the $15 9. and $15 4 goes to the $15 10. And again, this is what my goal is, and this is what everybody talks about, is betting the numbers that are hitting. So we did a come out of a 6, which is a downstream, downriver side. The last 1, 2, 3 numbers have been upstream, so we're going to switch over to the upstream and see what happens there. So 7 people in Crapsee, 12 people watching on YouTube, 4 likes. I appreciate everything you guys give. Kevin's talking about Mrs. Nemo. Actually, that is not Mrs. Nemo, but it just was kind of funny how Nemo was standing right behind Jen, and I was like, they make a cute couple, but so I'll bet set here, dice out. A little bit high energy on that one, guys. Exactly what I said was going to happen. 2, 4, 6 DERS, or the 2x4. So we went to the downstream, but luckily that was our point, so we did get paid out on that. Yeah, and I apologize to Nemo as well, Kevin. Hopefully she keeps him disciplined. He was embarrassed to come and heat in the corner. Nemo was very, from my understanding, at least this is a comic that he made publicly, was that he was embarrassed or scared to go meet everybody. But guys, we are pretty forgiving, pretty accepting group of people. And I could tell as a whole, and I can honestly say this as a whole, we are an extremely welcoming community. Just guys, try your hardest, try your best, be yourself, and we will accept you right in. And that's just been the MO of this Craps group that we're part of here. And that is a very cool thing. So Nemo has nothing to worry about. He is accepted here. So anyhow, 5454 hard reset, $10 pass line bet. Again, we're still with 7 people in Crapsee. Press that button so we can get going here. And all bets set. Dice out. And we have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. That'd be Chiro coming to us from above. So that craps number that we had in the first come out is paid back here by this 11. So that pays the pass line. So Joseph Ramos is asking what the rules are for the challenge. Table max, odds, need a pass line. Okay, let's go through the challenge stuff really quick, guys. I will get back to these are the rules right here for the most part. I have to have a pass line bet if I'm the shooter, a pass line or don't pass line bet if I'm the shooter. And if you're not the shooter, then you really don't need to. But if you look, it's really hard to read. It's on the bottom right side there. The daily bankroll means that's the maximum amount of money that you can spend for the day. So my daily bankroll right now is $450 because I'm on the level 2. If you make your daily go, you're going to put that amount aside and do not spend anything more than that. Any extra for the day, what you can do is you can use that extra amount above your win goal to extend your daily play if you want. You can use the extra bankroll to progress you to your next total bankroll category or level, if you will. Number 3, your stop loss per session is half of your daily bankroll. Although I did not follow that last week, we went into the second day's worth of bankroll and we did recover. So I did not follow that rule, but it is there. If your bankroll is spent, you leave the casino for the day. Your daily bankroll is going to vary according to your total bankroll. So after every session, you're going to reassess to see what level you're starting off with. So if you make extra money today and it jumps you, say, from level 2 to level 5, you're going to be at level 5 for the day. But if you lose that money and you jump back down to level 3, you'll be starting at level 3. So that's kind of what that one means. And then your session bankroll should allow for 6 shooters. So the reason I have, 10 shooters. The reason I have that set up for 10 shooters is so that way, guys, you kind of have an idea of how much you can spend on each each shooter according to what your bankroll is. So for example, I have a bankroll right now of $883. So that means I can roughly spend about $80 per shooter. So that's kind of what needs, why I do that. So win goal per session is listed on that chart, Kevin. Each level needs to make goals and protect your bankroll, yes. So hopefully that helps you guys go forward here. But again, we're going to stick with the 5-4-5 for hardware set, and I apologize for the delay in the betting here. We are still looking for a point, $10 pass line bet, all bets set, and dice out. A little bit short on that landing zone, but we have a 1-4-5, the horse and buggy. So 5 will be our new point. So it's kind of ironic that we're setting points on the downriver side, but we're hitting mostly the upriver side. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep our bets on the 9 and 10 right now. Hopefully we'll hit one of those again. And then we will pick up another $10 in pass line odds. Again, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get one more hit, and I should hopefully be able to come to 64 across after that hit, or pretty close to it. Good morning, Randy. You're not too late, buddy. We are only 15 minutes in, and we're still on the first shooter here, so all bets set. Make sure you're getting craps and get your bidding done. Dice out. Dice did cross on me, and we have a 3-5-8. 8 came easy this time. So that is an upriver side bet, but we don't have any money on it. That's all right. And again, like I said, this is one of the bad things about having a low bankroll is you got to be very selective on where you put those bets. So I'm looking for one more hit here so I can go to 64 across. And again, we're going to call that. Make sure you press that button, everyone here, please. Slowly work up the number of people watching on YouTube. We're at 13 today, which is, lately I've been getting between 20 to 30 people watching, which is, to me, humbling. It is very cool to see that number growing each week. So all bets set, dice out. And we have a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So we finally did get our next hit that we were looking for. It's going to come in a hard way variety, which means that both dice were on axis. They stayed primary. And we have $49 brought back to the rack. So we're going to bring our bets down. And let's do this one. So let's, instead of going to 64 across, let's go 44 inside, not including the point. So that's going to be $12 on a 6 and 8, $10 on that 9. Let's see if we can get one more hit here. Then we'll spread out to the 4 and 10. So we're kind of keeping watch on our bankroll. Right now we have $49 brought back, 44 on the table, so we are in the profit on this shooter, so that's a good thing. We have $910 in our bankroll. If I was to take all the money off, again, our goal is to get to $951 today. And let's go all bets set, dice out. Looking for an inside number here. And we got that inside number with a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. That would be the 6. So that worked out nice. So that 1-5 will pay out $14. So let's see if we have enough to spread out to the 4 and 10. We do. We're going to be $1 shy, but we're still going to do it. We're going to put $10 on that 10. You know what, let's just stick with the 10 right now. So that way we're still in a profit here because we really have not hit a 4 yet at all. We still haven't, which is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey or the Ian Double Deuce. But we got $63 on the table, 54 in the rack. We have $12 in the 6, 8, 9, and 10. Next hit will pick up the 4, and then from there we're going to start getting up to that 96 across level. And then after that we will do the trend betting, assuming that we don't meet goal before then. If we do meet goal by then, we'll pull our bets down, and we'll consider that a win for the day. So all bets set, dice out. And we got a 3, 5, 8. That's perfect. So that way we can pull or pick up that 4. So now we're going to be at the 64 across bet level. We got $77 brought back to the rack. We have got $64 on the table, so we're in a profit by $13 on this shooter. And guys, with the low bankroll, $13 is a good profit win. When you get higher bets, then obviously you're looking for hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars in that. But I'll take a profit of 13 on every single shooter. You go, how many shooters an hour? That's a pretty good wage that you're making. Randy goes, what a great fundraiser. I watched all of yesterday's and most of Saturdays, and there was some really good content. And guys, make sure that you go back and rewatch, if you will. And there was you got almost 24 hours worth of content on the Casino Quest YouTube channel, and that's where John hosted his Craps for the Cure event. Extremely good content, lots of good speakers, some controversial things that came up, some good stuff. I'm going to have to go rewatch the first day, I will say that. There was lots of stuff that I want to write down and get ingrained into my brain a little bit. But all bets set here, dice out. And by the way, we only need that 12 for the tall, and we need the 3 and 4 for the small. If you are playing at ATS, dice out. And we got a 4-1-5. Again, the horse and buggy. I like the way those dice went down, landed. The revolutions that they were spinning together. They didn't bounce far from the back wall. So pretty good thing on that last throw there. But that was our point, by the way. So that is a winner. Again, we're going to stick with that $10 pass line bet. We'll go 5-4-5-4 for the dice set. That's our second point that we hit. Let's see if we can pick up a different number and start working towards that fire bet now. So 15 people watching on YouTube. We're up to 9 people on Crapsee. Press that button so we can get our rolls out a little bit faster, please. Chuck from Crapsee was one of the speakers, one of the first speakers actually on Saturday, and he talked a little bit about an update that's going to be coming out in December, which should go pretty smooth, hopefully. And you guys will see a little bit of a difference in the way that Crapsee works in that. And then he's talking about a version 2 coming out, hopefully sometime early next year. But all bets set here, and definitely I'm looking forward to that. I have not seen any of it yet, so I'm a little bit jealous of the people that did see version 2 down in Vegas this weekend. All bets set. A little bit long on that, guys. We got lucky. We have a 4-6-10. That's Waylon's best friend Wayne at N, Daddy Joe. So point will be 10. So what we're going to have to do is move our bets around a little bit. We're going to take the $10 that's on the 10. We're going to move that over to the 5. And we are now at the 64 cross bet level. $87 brought back to the rack. Guys, we need to get up to 951. We actually have 948 in our bankroll. If I was to take everything off the table right now. So I'm pretty much at goal, but what happens is I have to go actually $10 above goal, because that pass line is a contract bet and I really cannot take it down. So Randy says he's looking forward to making the trip next year. I want to go down there also next year. I missed the 538. What are you talking about here? Coach Joe says I missed the 538. Please explain what you mean in that so I know what you're talking about and I can fix it if need to be. I don't think I missed anything, no. So let's go all bets set here and dice out. Ooh, that was a little bit wild of a throw, but we have that 6-5-11 mid-mo yo again. So if you're playing the horn, that'll help pay out on that. Five, four, flat four. I'm trying to figure out what he was talking about by I missed the 538. Oh, no, point was not. Okay, point was a, what was the point? The point was a 5, and we hit that 5. Now the new point is a 10. Not a problem, Coach Joe. Again, this journey that I'm on is about being transparent. And if you guys see something, call it out. Obviously do it tactfully like Coach Joe just did. Was very tactful with it, and I appreciate that. But guys, it's all about transparency. So it's about me learning. It's about you guys learning and hopefully us learning together. So if you see things that do not look right, ask about them. And either I will defend what I'm doing or I'll say, hey, good point. Let me check into that. Or I need to change that around. And we got a 2, 4, 6, 2x4. So we are starting to get a pretty good rhythm here. And I probably shouldn't say that because that's usually the kiss of death when I say that. So 2, 4, 6. So that's going to allow us to go. Actually, guys, that brings us to our goal. So we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to play that pass line out. We have 692 in our bankroll in our rack. Actually 652 in the rack right now. So we made the goal by $1. We have 951 is what our goal was. We have 952. I still have $10 on that pass line. So if I can hit the 10, I will actually be able to come down and actually go back up on my bets again and start hopefully progressing towards tomorrow's goal. So that's kind of cool. So my thing is not to go below what my goal was, and I already hit the goal. So all bets set. We're only on the first shooter, so that's awesome. If I do continue on here, I will continue to roll for you guys, even if I'm not betting. So dice out. And we got a 415, it's a horse and buggy again. So this is the boring part when you're actually at the craps table, you meet the goal, and you're just sitting and watching the roll and waiting for that pass line to hit. But guys, it is essential to do this because that way you, first of all, you don't lose your money. Yeah, you have a potential to win more, but you won't lose your money. But also this is where the discipline comes in, making sure that you stay disciplined. So 5-4-5-4 is the dice set. And we have made our goal every single day so far. 2 of the days was a struggle where we actually had to go a little bit longer than normal. And last week, like I said, one of the days we had to go into the second day's worth of bankroll. So let's go all bets set here. 9 people in Crapsee, 13 people watching, 7 likes, and all bets set. So I am looking for a primary hit, a 10. Or 4-6 I'll take. Dice out. A little bit wild of a throw. There we go. We got a 4-6-10. Call it and you shall deliver. I wish I was that good, but it is what it is. So we got that 10. We got the point. That's the third point we hit. We get paid out on that. So I actually have money to burn here. I've got an extra $21 left over now. So I'm going to pretend that I'm passing the dice at the table. And honestly, guys, I know I've heard of people doing this, mid-roll passing the dice. I've never seen it happen. So we're going to pretend that we're actually doing it. We got $972. I'm going to take that $10 pass line off. And I'm going to wait till a point is established, and then we'll pick up $20 worth of bets. So thank you, Brian. But let's go all bets set here. And let's go dice out. Let's look for a new point. Dice out. And we got a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So 6 will be our new point. And what I'm going to do is since I have $21 to play with, so we're going to say $20, let's say. So let's get this in Crapsee first. Let's go with $20 out on the 4. Let's go. What do we do? Let's go $10 on the 5, and let's go $10 on the 10. I'm just picking two numbers right now randomly. So we hit 3 5s already. We hit 3 8s. 4 10s. Yeah, let's stick with that. Let's go with the 5 and 10 since that's our two highest hit numbers so far today. Again, betting the numbers that you see. Betting the numbers that are hitting. And let's call that all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 1 3 4. That's the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So we picked the wrong side. I should have picked the 4, but we picked the 10. I know what I was going to say. The table mins and maxes, guys. That was a question that Randy asked, I think. Or no, Joseph Ramos asked before. This is a $5 table. You can bet as low as $5 on a bet. I've been treating it as if it's a $10 table. My local the Oneida Casino up in Green Bay, they have a max bet of $400 per box number. But when I go down to Joliet, Illinois, they have a maximum of $10,000 a bet. So what I did on this table is I have a $5 minimum. I have a $10,000 maximum bet on this Crapsee table. So again, you got to kind of play how your local or wherever you play goes. How they set up their rules and that. I know, for example, Waylon is also doing this $1 million challenge, but he started with a higher bankroll. He started with a $5,000 bankroll. And his last episode, he talked about how his betting needed to change now because sometimes he might be meeting the table max with how he's betting. So that is something that you really need to consider if you are serious about this $1 million challenge, that eventually your betting is going to have to alter in order to avoid that table max situation. When I'm playing in Green Bay, and this is something I have considered about, when I'm playing in Green Bay, that since it's a $500 max bet on my numbers, it's going to be, I'm going to meet that pretty fast or halfway through the challenge, where I'm going to have to start making more trips to Illinois in order to keep on with the challenge if I do decide to do it in real life here. So all bets set. All we need is that 3 and a 12 towards that ATS. Dice out. And we got a 2-4-6 2x4. So we are still continuing this roll. And that is the points. We hit another point again, so we're still in that 3-point fire bet. My bets are now turned off. And I'm going to do something a little bit different with my bets when we bring the point out here. Let's see what we get established for a new point here first. So 6 people ready out of 11 playing in Crapsee. We're up to 17 people now on YouTube. So people are going to be, hopefully as the week goes, good morning, SJ. Good morning, good morning. Hopefully as the week goes, everybody will be returning to normal, back on a normal schedule. Again, like I said, this the table odds, I believe, is a 3-4-5. I think I have it set up. I'm not sure if you go in Crapsee, I'll check up to see right now what I have in Crapsee set up. In Crapsee, I have set up as, oh my God, what does it say? 3, 4, 5 times odds. Maximum odds is 100,000 I have set up in here. I don't know why I have that, but that's what it is on Crapsee. Hard way hops are 30 to 1. Easy way hops are 15 to 1. Field pays double, 12 pays double, and a 2 pays double, both of them. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea. The ATS pays 30, 150 to 30 to 1. So that's how we have that set up. So anyhow, all bets set here in Crapsee. Let's go another dice out. And here we go. And we got a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer again. That's been a hot number, hot, hot, hot. So we got 1, 5. So this would be a 6. So let's do this one. So let's okay, we're gonna go with a $10 5, and we're gonna go with a $10 field bet. So let's see if we can pick up some numbers this way. And I'm gonna use the field to fund the box numbers, if you will. So we have the 5 and a field. So hopefully that helps us a little bit. I don't know, I'm just kind of playing around with things here and seeing what works, what doesn't. And you're welcome, Joseph. So let's go all bets set here. Good morning or now. Days out. And we have a 3, 6, 9. That would be the center field 9. So this time it did work. We had $10 on that field bet. That's going to win $10. So we're going to take that $10 profit and we'll put it on the, I don't know. Let's put it on the 9, since the 9 was last hit there. So we're still at goal for the day. Good morning, Ron. It is a good roll going here now. I'm shooting from stick right 1 today, and it seems like I've been doing much better shooting from stick right 1 than what I have at stick right or stick left 1. But again, sometimes it can be deceiving here. So all bets set and dice out. A little bit long on that roll. We got the 2-2, E and double deuce, the hard 4. So that is a nice hit. Again, that's a field winner. So we have another extra $10 to throw out on the table. Again, we're using our field bet to fund our box numbers. Let's put $10 on that 10. I know I say numbers that are hitting, but the 10 was hitting earlier, so hopefully it'll come back to that. And again, the nice thing is having that field bet and some of those outside numbers covered, we actually get paid twice on some of those. So again, a lot of people on Crapsee, are up to 17 people on YouTube. We have 9 likes. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out, guys, if you are enjoying this content. A little bit of help you guys give is appreciated. Let's get those bets in. Press that I am ready button. I know that one of the new changes that will be coming up is once I press the halt betting button, it gives you a 5-second beeper. Beep, 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 and I guess it beeps out loud if you don't have your bets set. So that way it gives us a little bit of freedom to the content creator of not having to wait, but it also gives you a warning to say, oh shit, I better get my bets in. So all bets set here, and dice out. And I don't like that roll at all because of how that right die fell off the back wall. But we have a 6-3-9 center field 9. So this is going to be a double pay on us for this one for us. So now we are definitely starting to build up some profit here. And that should be enough to, yeah, I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to take that $10 field bet off. We're going to put a $12 6 and 8. And let's see what that brings us to in our bankroll. And that gives us enough to actually put a $10 4. So we are at 64 across, and we're still at goal for the day. Remember, our goal is 951. I have 952 in my rack, so I have $1 extra, and I have $64 out on the table. So that is sweet. Now we're going to start just pressing up, start doing getting to that 96 across level and trend betting. So now we are definitely going to hit the numbers that are hitting here. We're going to press them. Okay, all bet set, dice out. And we have another 3-6-9 center field 9. So that is definitely becoming a hot number, something you might want to consider hopping maybe. Who knows? So that is, that was 2 6-3s in a row. Wow. Okay, we're still looking for that 3 and that 12 for the ATS if you are playing the ATS. So what we're going to do on that one is we're going to bring that 9 and 5 up to $15. So we're at the 96 level on 5 and 9 so far. 5 for 5-4. And all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 4-5-9 now. So if you're pressing those 9s, you should be getting paid out pretty nice here. But that's the Big Mac hard 9. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make that 9 look like 25. So we're bringing a little bit back to the rack. We're putting a little bit back on the table there. And once I get to that $15 level, this is where we start to trend betting, and we're only going to trend bet the number that was hit. So 5 for 5-4 is the hard way set that we're sticking with. $190 we've made on the shooter already. We have $84 on the table. We have in the rack currently we have got $16 more than what our goal was for the day. So this is awesome. And press that button, everybody, so we can keep the rolls going here. Still looking for that 3 into 12. And all bets set. Dice out. Ooh, I don't like the way that came out of my fingers, but we have a 3-6-9. We have another 9. So definitely the 9 is hot, hot, hot. So that's going to allow us to press that 9 up to $35. We're going to 35, and then the next press will be the 60 after that 35. Oh, shoot, guys. What did I press into Crapsee? I did a 5-3-8, and I apologize, guys. That was supposed to be a 6-3-9, but I did a 5-3. And this is one of the bad things about Crapsee here. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I'm going to stick with it as if it was an 8 then, I guess, in Crapsee. So we're going to bring that 6 and 8 up to $18. Darn it. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. So I'm sorry, guys. So I pretended that was a 5-3-8 instead of a 6-3-9, which it actually was. So the KPI on the computer is correct. The Crapsee is not correct, but we're going to stick with that because there's no way of changing it. All bets set. Dice out. And there's our 8, guys. Okay, perfect. So what do I do? In the chat, guys, we have a 358. In the chat, let me know if I should enter in on Crapsee 358 or if I should enter into 35 or 369, because I entered in the 8 the last time. Now we've got a 9. What should I enter in? 369 or 358? If I go 369, that'll bring everything back even the way it should have been, because I messed up on the last entry. Or should I do a 35 what it actually was this time? Let me know in the chat, please. Please, please, please. You can also put it in the chat in Crapsee also. Enter the 9. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to do that. So that way we are back to even, guys. We are back to even now. So everything is good. Hands are washed now. So that is good. Hands are washed and we are back to even. We're going to $35 on that 9 now. So that could not have worked out any better. We're back to in Crapsee the way the bets should have been, just that the 9 and the 8 were reversed. So perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Roger, Rick, Arnell, Darcy. Good morning. Thank you for the compliment. I didn't even realize that. 26 box numbers on 29 rolls. So good. All bets set here. We got 10 people in Crapsee right now. Working on roll number 30. Still looking for that 3 and that 12 to hit the ATS. All bets set. And we got a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay bushel once again. I had a phone call coming in on my camera, so all I hear is burp, 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 burp. So anyhow, we're gonna go to $15 on that 4 and 10 with that hit. I've got $257 brought back on the shooter, 116 on the table. We've got 1,002 in our rack, so we are about $51 more than what we had for our original goal for the day. So that means that we are working on this level 2 and trying to bring our bets up, our level up a little bit faster. So that's nice. And that's part of the rules, guys. If you have extra money, you can play with that extra money and hopefully progress a little bit further. All bets set. Days out. Ooh, a little bit short in that landing zone, guys, and that roll comes to an end. We have a 1-6-7, ouch. So that was a good roll. We had 31 rolls on that one. And we got about 12 minutes left. Do you guys want another roll yet or not? We could do another one if you want. I'm not going to do any betting. I'm going to stick with what I have because that's a nice profit for the day. I definitely, that'll move me up in that bankroll here, further into level 2. So far I've won $702 since we've started the challenge. So we started off at $300. I'm up to $1,002. So I'm up $702. So I've more than tripled my bankroll here, just by a little bit. So Coffee Land was the one that actually made the comment about George from CY's thing. I see that Coffee Land is playing along with Crapsee. Welcome to the CMJ channel here. I'm glad that you're playing along with Crapsee. So let's go one more shooter here, guys. I'm not going to do any betting. I'm just going to roll it out for you guys. So make sure you get your bets in really fast, and I'll go all bets set. I'm just going to fly through these. So make sure that you press that button because I'm not going to wait around too much here, people. Dice out. Ooh, the dice split apart when they left my finger, but we have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer again. That one, the right die kind of stuck to my finger when I was releasing it. So 6 will be the point. And again, I am not doing any bets on this one because I made the profit and then some for the day. I could actually take some of that extra profit and play along here, but I'm not going to. If I was in a real casino, I would either consider that a session, take a break, or what I would do is I'd be done for the day. So I'll bet set here. And days out. And we got 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. That's the first 2, 3 that we've thrown today. 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. And I, again, apologies to Jen and to Nemo because of my comment that I made towards the end. I know I embarrassed Nemo a little bit, and I apologize for that. And Jen took it in pretty good stride. So, so all bets set here. And thank you for pressing that button, guys, and dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo again. Cheerio coming to us from above. So Randy says, why stop now? Yeah, I say I'm going to stop now. Whoops, I forgot to put all bets set. Why stop now? Because I usually have an hour time commitment in the morning here for the show. And then I either go to bed, which is not the case today because I slept last night. I didn't have to work last night. But normally I go to bed after the show. Today I actually have a commitment to do in about 50 minutes. I have to meet somebody. I have to meet my mom actually at the bank. So all bet set. And that family commitment this weekend, I had mentioned about it on last Thursday. That actually went well. And guys, we have a 257. So this is a shorter roll. So that's going to be a 7 out. So we're going to end it there, I think. But we had a gender reveal for my girlfriend's daughter who was having a baby this past weekend. And the party went very well. During half of the party, I listened to the Craps for the Cure event. It's going to be a boy. So that is an awesome thing. Party was probably about 35, 40 people in attendance. And it was pretty smooth, went pretty smooth. So let's go through our statistics for the day here. So today we had 2 shooters. We had a 31 and a 4. The 4 probably because I wasn't as focused as I was on the first one. We have a 17.5 SOR. We have a 17.5 SRR. And the box numbers are high today. Inside numbers are high. 4s and 10s are high. Come out 7s are non-existent. Horns are low. Fields are more than expected. Hardways are about expected, and we're on a light side play. Looking at our brown belt statistics through the end of last week, Friday, we have got 2,450 throws in on brown belt, and we have an SOR of 9.96. So we dipped a little bit, but today's will bring it back up to that 10, I think. And we have an SRR of 7.29. So it's not too bad, guys, considering that we are, almost half, or we're over halfway to that. We're almost at 3,000 throws, I should say. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for joining in today. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. I hope to see you guys back tomorrow and have a safe and prosperous day.